it spins. That's pretty cool. Yeah, give it to Brian. Brian's a kid at heart. He'll play with it. So... What's up, guys? Welcome back. Amazing RC. Brian here. We've got a product to test today. Today we're just going to do an unboxing, but I'm kind of excited. I was contacted by a company called RUKO, and they had said, we'd like for you to test out one of our cool amphibious cars, and I thought, man, amphibious, that means water, and I'm a big fan of mud and water. And I thought, okay, continue. And they said, well, it's four-wheel drive, it's a 1/10 scale RC car, and it's amphibious. And I said, well, sure, send me some pictures. And then they sent me a few pictures, and I thought, okay, all right, cool. Sent me a link. And I thought, okay, let's go check it out. So I went over to Amazon, because that's where you can get these right now. Went over to Amazon, and it was on sale for $104. On sale. It's normally like $170. And I said, okay, well, that's cool. That's cool. Must be a good, substantial vehicle. And I kind of got into really looking at some of the pictures, and I said, okay, well, it doesn't look like the wheels turn, so I'm assuming it's run like a tank. And they got a ton of pictures of this thing in the water, shooting roosters out of it all different directions. And I wrote him back, and I said, are you sure this is a good fit for my channel? I thought maybe this was more geared towards younger kids. And it is. It is definitely geared towards the younger crowd. But then I thought, man, RUKO's got some really nice drones. And if I'm going to be able to test a drone one day, maybe we'll show them a little testy on their little amphibious car. So that's what we're going to do today. Now, like I said, this is just an unboxing. I'm going to crank it up. We're going to kind of see how it sounds, because there are a few things about this that really surprised me right out the gate. Now, I did get a box with it, but it's unimpressive. I mean, it's just got a picture of it on the outside, lots of zip ties on the inside, and I thought, instead of wasting your time watching me clip zip ties, we'll have this thing ready to rock and roll. So, to begin with what you get out of the box, you get this pretty impressive truck. When you pick this up, it is substantial. This is a heavy piece of machinery right here. The body is, you're not going to break this. I mean, I just, maybe you're going to scratch it, but this is not just going to break the first time you have it out. The bumpers are substantial. I mean, they are really nice. This is actually a handle. I read it in the little book. I love how it looks. Kind of Toyota FJ series-esque, you know, without being, you know, having to spend a bunch of money and put Toyota FJ on it. Very good looking vehicle. It says in the book that the headlights and the taillights actually work. Big plus. Because remember, even on sale, it's a $104 truck. This is not necessarily inexpensive. So I'm assuming you're going to get quite a bit of vehicle here. And you do, to be honest with you. So, everything that you get. When I pulled this thing out, and you're going to have to kind of look for this stuff, because I cut the whole truck out of the box, and I cut the remote out of the box, and then I opened this up, and there were no batteries in it. And I thought, there's no way I should have to buy batteries for $104, and you don't. They're in the box, but they are very well hidden. You get 2 of these 2S LiPo batteries. That's right, 2S LiPo batteries. You get 2 of these. You get 2 chargers, just in case one of them decides to crap on you. You get 2 of these, and you can get a better charger if you want, but right out of the box you get 2 chargers. You get a screwdriver, because it's going to be required to get into not only the truck, but the back of the little transmitter here. You get the transmitter, and you get a nice little book, little user's manual. I've already gone through it. It's a decent little user's manual. You get a little card that gives you a little link to the Amazon and the whole RUKO site. They got a ton of stuff on there. Like I said, they got some really good drones, and I hope I get to test out a drone one day, because some of them are pretty cool. They actually have a couple other RC cars as well. They got regular soft tire cars. They've got a couple more amphibious cars. They got a bunch of stuff. So definitely go out there if you got some young kids, or even young adults such as yourself. Like I said, they got drones. they got a ton of stuff on there, so definitely check them out. Now, that's what you get. 2 lipos, 2 chargers, transmitter, screwdriver, truck. What you don't get are 2 AAA batteries that go in the back of this transmitter. Now, no big deal, but it's close to RTR right out of the box. You're going to have to get yourself a couple AAAs. So I did that. And then I got inside here. I basically opened her on up with the little screwdriver that they give you here. And I was quite impressed at what I found on the inside. I'll actually open it up real quick. So once I opened this up, and it was, you know, took a little bit of getting into, because I kind of thought, that doesn't look very waterproof. And this isn't. This is. Once you get into here, you've got 2 pressure clips, and then it pops open for your battery. You've got a nice rubber gasket all the way around, and then on the inside here where your little 2S LiPo battery is, where the wire comes through, they actually got some goop in there, some silicone of some kind to kind of keep the water out. So I was impressed. It seems very sturdy, seems like it should keep water out, no problem. In the book, it does tell you need to check this stuff after every run, make sure you're still watertight. But they're calling this waterproof, not even water resistant. Your on-off button is right here. When you put your top little case back on here, your little on-off button pops right through it. And then you just screw your little screw back down. And I'm choosing to use the screwdriver that they give you to make sure that it works. And it does. Remember, you don't have to screw this down crazy watertight tight because that's not what that's for. That just houses the actual waterproof trap on the inside. Same thing here, 2 screws in the back. Believe it or not, this is waterproof as well. I'm not sure if it floats. I should probably check that out. I'm going to tell you exactly when I test on this here in just a minute, because there's a few things I want to see that it can do or can't do. So on the run video, we're going to really put this thing through its paces, because $100 is not necessarily cheap, especially when you hand it to your kid. So front and back, side to side, very simple transmitter. Like I said, waterproof. When you pop this back off, it also has a rubber seal on it. I was pretty impressed to see that as well. So let's go ahead and crank it up, see what we got. Now, normal rules apply. Click that on, should have a nice little red light. Should be on here, good to go. And as you can see, we've got headlights on. And then I was kind of worried for a second there were no taillights. And it strictly says in here that there are taillights on this truck. So I thought, okay, maybe you got to go backwards. And that's what it is. Once you back up, you get your taillights. Thought that was pretty cool. So we've got headlights, we've got taillights, and now the wheels, not squishy. Not squishy like the old Lunchy here. These are harder plastic, and I'm assuming to keep water completely out. This is your flotation, as well as the bottom in here almost looks like a boat. You can see this ridge right through the center, and I'm assuming that's going to kind of keep you straight, because this is meant to go in the water. Sure, it's all terrain. You can take it through mud, you can take it through sand and dirt and whatever else, but this is meant to go in the water specifically. So, got a nice little ridge here in the center. Big substantial truck, no suspension. It's not, what it's for. We're going to give it a couple of jumpy jumps and see how it holds up, because like I said, $104, not necessarily the cheapest thing on the market. So we've got our little truck here, and remember, we've got forward, back, and side to side. So I'm assuming this is run like a tank. Forward, it's got some kick to it. 2S LiPo power. Backwards, it's gonna move. I'm not impressed. Now this is where it's all said and done right here. Now these should not turn the wheels because they don't turn. I should be able to hit one side or the other and it should spin. Should spin. Famous last words. It spins. That's pretty cool. Yeah, give it to Brian. Brian's a kid at heart. He'll play with it. So I like what I'm seeing right now. I'm not telling you to run out and buy this thing yet. I will have a link in the bottom in the description section so you guys can check it out. But I want to test this first. I want to get it out and really give it the business. So here's what I want to test. Obviously, it's durability. If you're going to hand this to your kid, it needs to be able to bang into stuff. So we're gonna bang this thing into a few things. We're gonna take it out into the dirt, we're gonna take it out into the grass. Probably not too much concrete, because I'm pretty sure the concrete's just gonna chew the plastic up on the wheels. And to be honest with you, and I've already told RUKO this, I'm probably not gonna keep this. I'll probably test this out, get a couple really good videos, give my full 100% opinion, and I've already talked to my neighbor who has a ton of grandkids. This is gonna go to one of them. So, unless I break it, I'm not gonna give them something that's broken. So hopefully, for their kids' sake, I won't break it. Here's things that I wanna test. Test it on all terrains. We're gonna jump it a couple times, not super crazy big, but we're gonna jump it a couple times. We're gonna make sure it can spin, we're gonna make sure it can stop, go forward, backward, go forward straight. These aren't fun, nothing's gonna be fun if you can't drive it in a straight line. Very underestimated being able to drive in a straight line. Other things, and this is very important, length of runtime. Remember, you got two 2S LiPos. This is going to take forever to charge your battery. And most, if not all, of the people that are getting this for the young kid don't have a LiPo charger at their house. So they're going to depend on this and whatever brick they have to charge this thing. So I want to test out how long it takes to charge one of these from dead, which this one's dead, this one's charged. I charged this on my charger. So I want to see how long it takes to not only charge it, but how long it takes to discharge it. And also, what does it do, seeing as how this is a LiPo battery, when it dies? Does it die, smell funny, get hot, whatever? We're going to find out all the way through. And then I think one of the most important things that I want to test on this, and this is one of the first things I thought of immediately. If you're going to send this out into the water, some of you aren't going to put it in a pool. Some of you are going to take it out to the boat ramp. So can it turn around in the water? Can you send this thing out into wherever body that you are at and actually turn it and drive it back to you so that you're not out waiting in the water trying to go get this thing, or after your child has put it out there? So I want to see if this can actually be maneuverable, at the very least turn around and come back in the water. So those are the main things: run time, charge time, can it turn around in the water, how does it act in mud, dirt, sand, grass, all the cool stuff. As far as power, I'm already impressed. This is a towel. And, I should be able to burn it out in the towel just by holding on to this thing. So I already like it, but now it comes down to testing it. So shout out to RUKO for sending this to me. Really appreciate it. If you guys got some kids, I know it was just Christmas, but sometimes birthdays fall just before and just after Christmas. So if you're looking for something to kind of get them started out on an RC car, you don't want to spend $300 or even $150 and have them slam into something and tear the whole front end off, stick around for the next video on this. I'm going to get this thing tested out and we'll kind of go from there. Until then, it's Brian, Amazing RC. I'm going to get back on my holiday buggy. We'll get you guys another cool video very, very soon.